Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of this proud nation, I want you to stop for a moment, take a deep breath, feel your heart beating. That rhythm right there. That's the sound of life. That's the sound of freedom. And do you know why we enjoy that freedom today? Because somewhere right now on the highest peaks of Siachen, through the dense forests of Kashmir, in the scorching deserts of Thar, and deep within the tribal belt where shadows of terror once lurked, there stands a soldier, a son, a daughter, wearing the flag of Pakistan on their shoulder, standing tall, standing firm, so you and I can sit here free. Now listen to me carefully. This is not just about the army. This is about the spirit of a nation that refuses to kneel. The Pakistan Army isn't just a military force, it is the iron backbone of our sovereignty. And when the world doubts us, when enemies across borders plot and scheme, when terrorist hideouts threaten the safety of our streets, it is the armed forces of Pakistan that step forward and say, "No, on our watch." From the rocky hills of Swat to the urban warfare zones of Karachi, they have battled with courage, honor, and a discipline that is unmatched. You see, people talk about war as if it's just bullets and bombs. The war is far more complex. It's psychological, it's emotional, and above all, it's spiritual. The soldier who walks into the fire does not do it for himself. He does it for his country, for you, for the next generation. Let's take you back to Operation Zarb-e-Azb, a turning point in our fight against terrorism. North Waziristan had become a haven for terror networks, indoctrinating, recruiting, destabilizing. What did the Pakistan Army do? They didn't sit behind desks. They launched one of the largest anti-terror operations this region has seen in modern history. Hideouts were demolished. Command centers were wiped out. Supply chains were cut. Dozens of high-profile militants neutralized. Entire valleys were cleared and reclaimed for peace. That's execution. That's surgical precision. That's warfare with purpose. And then came Operation Al-Fasad, a nationwide sweep that wasn't just about guns and bullets. It was about cleansing the soul of the nation from extremism. This was not an attack on all, and it was a battle for the mindset of our youth. And once again, the Pakistan Army stood at the front lines. You want to know the truth? They've destroyed countless safe havens, bunkers, ammunition dumps, cross-border terror launch pads. You won't hear this enough in global media, but the reality is they've dismantled entire both within and beyond our borders. This isn't about hate. It's about protection. It's about justice. And it's about never backing down. I want to talk to the mothers of this nation, the sisters, the wives, the children. You've seen your sons, your brothers, your fathers walk away in uniform, and many did not return. Some came back wrapped in the green flag, forever etched into the soil they swore to defend. That's the cost of freedom. But here's the beauty of that sacrifice. It was not in vain. Every militant compound destroyed, every infiltration attempt foiled, every border post held is a victory etched in the legacy of Pakistan's resilience. So, let me ask you something. When was the last time you really felt proud of being Pakistani? Not just during a cricket match, not just when a song like IL Pakistan plays on Independence Day, but deep down in your gut, the kind of pride that lights a fire in your heart. That's what I want to ignite in you right now. Because pride in our nation isn't just about waving flags. It's about standing behind the people who defend that flag. Our soldiers don't ask for applause. They don't ask for fame. What they ask for, what they deserve, is our trust, our unity, and our support. And I'll tell you why. Let's go beyond the battlefield. Let's look at humanitarian operations. Whenever there's a flood, an earthquake, a disaster, who's the first to arrive? Not a celebrity, not a politician. It's the Pakistan Army. It's those same men and women in uniform building bridges in Sindh. They're lifting families in Balochistan, restoring lives in AJK. They don't see race, religion, or politics. They see people, and they move mountains for them. This isn't just military strength, it's moral leadership. Now let's talk about what nobody talks about loud enough. The Army's vigilance on the Eastern Front. How many times has the enemy across the border tested us? Skirmishes, infiltration, false flag operations. And each time, the Pakistan Army has responded not with panic, but with precision. Remember the Balakot standoff in 2019? When Indian jets crossed the line of control, yes, they dropped payloads in an empty field, but what came next? A swift, calculated response. Pakistan Air Force, with support from Army intelligence, struck back, locked onto targets, and not only did they intercept, but they also captured an Indian pilot, treated him with honor, and returned him as a gesture of strength. That's what separates us. We are not a people of war. We are a people of dignity who know how to defend ourselves with grace and with force when needed. And make no mistake, their forward operating bases, their underground launch pads, their militant safe zones. We've taken them out. This isn't a theory. These are confirmed, high-risk precision strikes on hostile elements that threaten the very heart of our peace. Now here's where it gets real for YOU. You're not a civilian sitting on the sidelines. You are part of this fight. Every time you speak with hope instead of fear, every time you uplift instead of divide, every time you pray for your soldiers instead of forgetting them, you are adding to the morale of the force. I want you to say it out loud right now. Say, I am a Pakistani, and I will never be broken. Say it with your chest. Say it like you mean it. Because when we stand united, there is nothing we cannot overcome. This isn't just patriotism. This is purpose. Let's talk facts. In Swat Valley, militants had once taken over radio stations, spreading fear and propaganda. The Pakistan Army launched a full-scale offensive and drove them out, clearing schools, hospitals, and rebuilding infrastructure. In South Waziristan, a web of tunnels, IEDs, and safe houses were neutralized in months of high-intensity operations. Entire command networks were eliminated. Across Balochistan, dozens of separatist camps, trained and funded from beyond our borders, were systematically dismantled. Line of control loss, violations, answered not with emotion, but strategy. Every inch of Pakistani territory remains under our flag because of the blood, sweat, and sacrifice of our jawans. These aren't just operations. These are chapters of resistance. These are stories of standing up when others would fall. Now, I want to talk to the youth. This army that we celebrate, it is not an abstract machine. It is made up of boys who played cricket like you, of students who once sat in classrooms just like yours. But when the call came, they didn't flinch. They didn't say, "Why me?" They said, "Send me." And if they can do that for us, what are we doing for them? This is our moment to rise as a nation that remembers, a nation that respects, and a nation that responds with strength when it's tested. Let's get one thing clear. The future of Pakistan is not something we inherit, it's something we build. Brick by brick, battle by battle, sacrifice by sacrifice. And standing at the gates of that future is a force that never sleeps, never breaks, never bends. The Pakistan Army. This force has not just held the line, it has pushed it forward. It has eliminated terrorists hiding deep within the shadows of our own soil. It has dismantled networks supported by foreign hands. It has taken the fight to the very source of destruction and said with unwavering resolve, "If you come for our people, we will find you, and we will finish it." Now you tell me, isn't that something to be proud of? You see, when we look at history, we talk about great battles, great victories. But the next chapter, that one is being written right now. And it's not just being written by those on the front lines. It's written by you, the civilian, the student, the teacher, the parent, the worker. What you say, what you believe, what you stand for, that creates the emotional battlefield of our country. And I want to challenge you to rise above negativity. I want to challenge you to stand with your army, not just in words, but in energy, in mindset, in intention. Because when we are divided, we become vulnerable. But when we're united, there's no force on earth that can break us. Have you seen SWAT today? The very valley once echoing with threats and fear is now alive with tourism, schools, and life. Why? Because the army didn't just clear militants, they cleared the way for hope. Have you driven through South Waziristan? Roads are being built. Families are returning. Dreams are being restored. Do you see what's happening here? The Pakistan army is not just destroying the hideouts of enemies. They are rebuilding the soul of this nation. That is the mark of a professional, visionary force. A force that doesn't just conquer, it liberates. And I want to send a message right now. To anyone, any nation, any agency, any power that ever tried to weaken Pakistan's resolve through proxy wars, through disinformation, through infiltration. We are still standing. We are still fighting. We are still rising. And not only that, we are stronger than we've ever been. Every bomb they placed forged a new soldier. Every lie they spread sharpened our truth. Every threat they made birthed more courage. That's who we are. So I want every listener, every viewer, every heart beating right now in sync with this message to say one thing with me. Main Pakistan Hoon. Mujhe hme nefeu j kaja she che. Mujhe hme kuam kai cho a cho a she I. Say it again, louder, because that's the spirit we need. That's the fire that will carry us forward. Let's stop complaining about the things that divide us. Let's stop focusing on what we lack. Let's start standing with the institutions that give their blood for our survival. Let's start building our children's mindset to be strong, respectful, and committed to the greatness of this land. Because when you raise the morale of your people, you raise the power of your country. And I'll tell you this right now. The Pakistan army has already done its job countless times. From Kargil to Karachi, from the tribal belt to the icy Siagan, from Operation Black Thunderstorm to Zarb-e-Azb, or at Al-Fasad, and now daily intelligence-based operations, you name it. They've already won countless battles. The question is, will we, the people of Pakistan, match that commitment with unity, with belief, with contribution? Because together we are unstoppable. So here's your choice. Do you stay quiet, distracted, and reactive to the noise of the world? Or do you rise up with the courage to own your part in this nation's journey? Because this is our home. This is our land. And this your army has already proven that no matter how dark it gets, Pakistan always fights back, and Pakistan always rises. God bless our soldiers. God bless our martyrs. God bless our people. And God bless Pakistan. Now go out there and raise the morale of every heart that beats green and white.